All right, it's been a while. This is the second year with this pond. Everything's growing in really nice. I don't know if you guys remember when I was building or during the build. Showed the whole process. We added some things along the way. Stuff has really grown in. Our Japanese maple there is growing in. All these trees have taken. That one there is a little sketch. We got some plants growing in here. This was really nice here. We got some of this, I think it's iris. Took it from a local creek, very small. It was looked like that before. Planted it here last year. It's taken off. Awesome. We got that little pagoda there. A little koi. Little statue. And what was really nice is back here is where our biofalls is. And last year, towards the end of the year, we put in a sweet potato vine. So this year, we put in a tricolor sweet potato vine in the very beginning of the season, and it's done very well. Just wanted to show you guys if you're looking to cover an area pretty quick. So the biofalls is under here. You can't even see it. I've cut some of this back to try and keep the grass, but the biofalls is under here. But look at that. You can move the vines around however way you like. You can fold them over some more. And they kind of just taken over this whole section. Another thing we added is another pump here. This is our IBC tote. Look at that. So we have our valves, our 4-inch valves that go underneath the pond. One comes off the bottom of the skimmer. The other goes to the bottom drain. And now we have 2 pumps instead of 1. Again, both coming off top. We got our layers of metallomatting. We got some more bio balls in here. It's doing phenomenal. So another thing we did here was off of the 1 pump. I created this like distribution piping here. This is for our biofalls. I can regulate it as needed. This is the pump coming in from the pump, or one of the pumps. And then we have 2 diverting valves here, so I can close this one a little bit and send some water to whatever water feature we're going to feed. Excuse me, I got the little sniffles today. Our other pump goes through our UV filter, which is mounted to the side. Goes to that pipe there. I replaced all this stuff with 1.5 inch freeze flex, which was a great idea. Holds up much better. But our new add is the 1.5 inch freeze flex here. We have it running around behind the biofalls. You can't really see it. That was the whole point. Behind all these plants here. And then it comes around here, and it's under this first layer of tumbled bluestone. Now what we did was we added these inductor jets, and they're about a 4-to-1. So whatever water that you pump in, pressure wise, it moves about 4 times as water coming out. So it gives us a lot of circulation throughout the pond. There's our waterfall. And then periodically, so we have these on a swivel. We can direct them however way we want. Up, down. We can put them down into the water, which I'll do now so you can see the fish. We got our slime coat. Really nice. Has a little bit of fuzz on there. We'll direct these down so we can see the fish. Got some lily pads there. We got our swan. We picked that up from Fitz's. as a herring decoy or repellent. It's worked great. We periodically move that around. We don't have to do it so much when we have the jets up, because the jets will kind of just swirl the swan around here. And here's the monster. Look at her. We picked her up from Benihana Koi over in Penns Grove, New Jersey. It has a great setup. We got a lot of fish in here now. Big ones too. Our biggest is probably 24 inches, which is the lady right there. I don't know if you can see her. Got a lot of bubbles going on here. Let me shut it down for a minute. So we have everything set up on a power strip with switches. Here's our skimmer, which we have our net. Oh, there's a frog here. There you go. Hey, how you doing there, buddy? Look at that. Just sitting, hanging out. Enjoy yourself, pal. But we have a net. We have a green Metalla, and then every so often I'll put some poly in here if I really want to polish the water. We also have this little can here, which has a hole in the bottom. This measures our pH and our water temperature, which is nice. Yeah. And then just through here we got our wires. They come up into the garage, and here's where we have our setup. This was our pH monitor. I'm waiting for a new probe. We have our air. This feeds our air stone. And these are all on switches. So this is where these are our lights. We got pump number 1. Pump number 2 is our falls. So we'll shut that off. See if we can see some fish. So I have check valves on this stuff here. Sometimes they get a little hung up from the algae and stuff, so I shut the biofalls off. That's another vortex filter we picked up. That's going to be another filter that we're going to add to this. Not that we really need it. I'm obsessed with clear water. So there you have it. Look how big she is. Ooh. With these fish, a lot of them I got from Next Day Koi. And they have grown. That one there we got from Fitz's. That's grown a lot. That we got last year, it was probably 6 inches. It's probably 16, 18 inches now. That yellow one there, yellow and white, we got from Benihana. That's grown a lot over the past year or so. The other one there, that's grown a lot too. But a lot of these were real small. Probably get a better shot that way from the glare. But they are growing big and fast. I feed them very frequently. I can actually feed them now. They probably do. But look at her, beautiful. Beautiful, look at that. They're growing out quick and big, and I feed them. There we go. Blue Ridge Platinum. It's my go-to. Feed them 4 or 6 times a day. And I don't have any issues with ammonia or anything else. Let's see if they come up here. There are a lot of fish in here, and big ones too. Let's see. So now what's good now is I have these jets, so you can see what's happening. It's drawing water from behind the jets. So what we can do, we can create undercurrent if we want, or we can create some current above the water. There we go. Now they're gonna start eating. There you go. A lot of glare. A lot of glare. Let's see. But there are fish in here that were maybe 4 inches last year. I got from Next Day Koi. There are some that I got from Benihana Koi. I got 6 or 8 of small fish. They were a little more of orange in color. And they are growing out fast. This butterfly koi here, I don't know if you could see that. Right there. That koi was so small. I actually started that koi inside, an inside tank. Didn't grow much inside, but after spring broke, moved them outside, and wow. I mean, they just exploded with growth. This one here, amazing. Looks like a barracuda. It's a black and orange spotted koi. Incredible, another incredible fish. I can't believe how big it's gotten. There's another one in here that is like a navy blue color with a white under. Oh, there, right there. I don't know if you could see it. Can't even see it through the water. Beautiful fish. There's a nice copper fish there. Look at them. You have like the navy blue and white, armored looking. Really nice. There's so many nice fish. It's nice to see them get bigger and completely change color. Like this one right here was all one color. It was a yellow, all yellow color, and it completely lost all of its color. This one as well. See this one here? That one there. That was all one color. Now, it somehow has developed a yellow stripe on one side and the equal stripe on the opposite side, which is wild. Never seen that before. Yeah, there's the butterfly. But pretty amazing as they grow. You think they're going to be one color, and then they completely change as they grow in or grow out. Here, that's a monster there. That fish here. I don't know if you could see that. Look, monster. That fish was about this big when I got it from Next Day Koi. It was one of those fish where I didn't think it was going to last, and then somehow it turns into this. That fish there is probably 16 to 18 inches. This one here, another Next Day Koi fish right there, monster. It's probably every bit of 14 inches. Just unbelievable how they grow out. Some of them, you can kind of tell they're not going to last. I can get an idea now on how their body's built and their mouth and their fins and whatnot, and what to look for. Like, take for instance, I went to PetSmart. Here's a, I believe it's called a Matabu. Incredible fish right there. That one I got from Fitz's in New Hope. Wife and son took me there for Father's Day, and beautiful fish. It looks like almost like a metallic netting on the outside, like a black grayish netting. A beautiful fish. Priced a little high for my liking. I think you can get probably just the same size fish, you know, for cheaper somewhere else. But good quality. I mean, that's an imported fish. That's the difference. They're imported from Japan. There's several others in here. The big one is imported directly from Japan. It's not grown out here. The ones from Next Day Koi, I believe they come from, I want to say Israel or something like that. They don't necessarily get their koi straight from Japan. These other guys, the Benihana Koi, I know they definitely import. Like this guy right here is imported. He had his own plane ticket. You know, the others, other than the ones that I got from Benihana Koi and the one that I got from Fitz's, the rest are pretty much from Next Day Koi, other than I got about 6 or 7 of them from Benihana Koi that were small, and I'm pretty sure he bred them here in his lake. I'm not 100% sure, but they're beautiful fish. And I seen the mommy and the pappy that they came from, and they were absolutely stunning. Huge fish. They were imported. So essentially the bloodline is imported, yes. Here's another one. Beautiful Benihana. Look at that. I mean, just incredible. But super happy with the fish. As far as the pond, it's working out great. If anybody's thinking about doing a IBC tote, there's Bosley eating the fish food. He likes the Blue Ridge Platinum. He says it brings out the color of his coat. But yeah, look at that. So there's a lot of fish in here. So this is roughly 4,500 to 5,000 gallons. This pond, it's deep. It's 48 inches deep. It can go a couple inches higher, as you can see there. I set the skimmer at the halfway point at the 48 inches of depth. And it's doing well. Our bottom drain is there where the bubbler is. A lot of water movement. And I think the water movement itself really helps with the growth of the fish and your ability to be able to feed them frequently. Because the water moving, the undercurrent, even the current above, if you can create that naturally, their natural environment of water moving and things like that, then you force them to move around more, which they're doing now. They're moving a lot. They didn't move as much before I put the jets in, but I could tell you it made a huge difference in their growth and how much I can feed them, and the water quality too, because they're moving a lot, right? You're getting a lot of water movement. Anything that's loose in the water breaks free and ends up back in the filtration system, which is awesome. I can show you that now. There you go, they're coming up here. So once a day, I was cleaning this filter, this IBC tote, a little too frequently. So now I let it sit. I'll clean it in the beginning of the season, and I'll clean it in the end of the season. But every day, just because I feed plants and stuff like that, I'll come here. I have my setup for my 5-gallon bucket, and you can see, it smells disgusting, but that's the setup right there. So I can blow all the junk out of the bottom. For those of you that didn't see, the bottom portion here is settlement area. There's a couple milk crates that keep the pads the metallic pads elevated off the bottom. So there's 2 milk crates, and then there's a black metallic mat, a green metallic mat, a blue, and then a gray, light gray. And then on the top are bio balls. This little tube here goes down to the bottom, it circles the bottom, comes back. There's a T there. That pipe has a bunch of holes in it, and then this red pipe pokes out right up here. When it's ready for cleaning, I'll shut the valves off, go into the drain and the skimmer, shut the pumps off, and I'll blast air down this pipe with an air compressor. It comes down, it bubbles and agitates everything, and then I blow it out the bottom. And I feed a whole row of arborvitaes along the tree line with it. And then another ad was this hardy banana, which is real nice. We're waiting for that to grow in a little bit more, and we're gonna plant those around the pond too. But I'll make another video once I tear this apart and clean it, which will probably be, you know, end of the season, or we'll see. It's running great right now. I do water checks. I was doing them really frequently just to make sure everything was good. And it stays pretty stable. There you go, they're all coming up now. But there's a lot of fish in here. Some people would say it's overstocked, but everything is fine. pH is good. Ammonia is good. Nitrate, phosphorus, KH is good. And periodically I'll put in some baking soda just to feed the bacteria. Here you go, you got a good shot here. You see pretty clear. There's a lot of fish. They're doing great. They're getting big. And we're really happy with the pond. We did end up getting an automatic feeder, which when the weather is warm and it's normal, and as we're not having these swings in temperatures, that thing is full and feeding every 4 or 6 hours. There's our bottom drain. I don't know if you can see that. Right there. Everything's working great. Shout out to Half Off Ponds for providing us with the kit. Shout out to Galantino's, just here in Springfield. They provided us with all the bluestone. Well, we bought it from them. It's not like they gave it to us. No one gave us anything. Bluestone from Galantino's. A lot of the stone gravel that we use underneath came from those guys. Yeah, it looks great. Everything's growing in real nice. We are more than happy. We love it. I'll be sitting out here the rest of the day since it's beautiful out and just enjoying it. There you go. They're all crowding around there. Nice. There you go. Yeah, shout out to Benihana, Koi, Fitz for the swan. Swan is clutch, getting rid of the, keeping the herrings away. Yeah. It's probably one of the best things I've ever done. It's so relaxing. Just sit here, got our chairs set up. Sit and watch them eat. There you go. Bosley. You like the fish food? Yeah. There it is. Yep, we love it. Our recommendation is to keep it as close as you can to the house. This way you can enjoy it. They're awesome. Very relaxing. There you have it. So that's our update. If you're going to build a pond, other big recommendation, people can take it however way they like, is the bottom drain. The only thing I regret is not putting 2 in. I only put 1. I would have put 1 down here and 1 down the other end. Bottom drain is clutch. It's going to keep your pond clean, especially if you have these jets to agitate the water. It's going to loosen everything up. You can shift the drainage. If you have the dual piping, you have piping coming from the skimmer. And you also have piping coming from the bottom drain. What's nice is if you valve and separate the two, you can stop the water from going into the skimmer. You can agitate the top with the jets. Turn on the bottom drain only. And that'll just draw everything down to the bottom, through the bottom drain, all the way to the back, to your filtration / settlement tank. Which I can't stress to everyone how great this setup works. If you can do it and your elevations allow it, this is the way to go. I mean, this is literally maintenance free in my eyes. Filter that you can clean twice a year. Now I've set it up to the point where I don't even have to take it apart. I can literally close these 2 valves, shut the pumps, blow air down that tube that I showed you, agitate everything, and wash it down from the top. Open the bottom drain on the IBC tote and blow everything out and feed the tree line. Feed the trees in the back, feed the lawn. It's incredible fertilizer. It works great. So this, I couldn't help myself but buy it. Paid $100 for it. It's a Vortex filter. Didn't come with a stand. I had to build that stand out of pressure treated. I also foamed the bottom and insulated it. And then I was able to source metallomatting that fits in there, which is fantastic. It's perfect. So it's a Vortex filter. Water comes in there, swishes around. There's a drain down the bottom there to blow out there. It comes through this filtration matting, which is 6 inches in thickness, 6 or 8 inches, and then it leaves through that opening there. Boom. This is real nice. These, other than Metalla, I don't think you can find them. I believe this came from the UK. I want to say, because I can't find them here. Well, at least can't buy that here for some reason. So, anyway, that's my update. Enjoying the pond. We got us a fire pit. We'll be out here grilling. Fire pit, the whole deal. Coffee, bada bing, bada boom. We got our fish food, and we are chilling. That's it. Enjoying the pond. Enjoy your weekend.